Hey there guys, the Nitroberg here, hope you've been doing well. So I'm finally back and I'm going to be making a lot more content because I want to redo a lot of the stuff that I did for RouterOS version 6 and basically poured it onto RouterOS version 7 because version 7 has been around for long enough now. It's really matured, a lot of people are using it even in their production networks, and it's really fascinating to see. So I would like to redo my MTCNA, MTCRE and possibly even an MTCINE course totally for free on YouTube. So I will be updating some playlists. So if you're interested, please follow along with them and like, comment, subscribe and all that wonderful YouTube stuff. But for the main part, I want us to treat this as the start of an amazing journey where we're going to be learning a lot about MikroTik. So let's dive into the first video. So where do we actually start our journey? And I think just covering the basics of what the MTCNA is and just give you a little bit of a heads up of what to expect in the upcoming videos coming from this channel. A lot of it will be focusing on the MTCNA or the MikroTik Certified Network Associate. Now, there are many different things that is covered inside the MTCNA topics or the course itself. It is typically presented by a MikroTik distributor, by an approved trainer, and through this trainer you can actually get the option to do a certificate where if you pass the certificate, I think it's like a 60% mark that you need to reach, then you are certified as a MikroTik Certified Network Associate, which is awesome. So that is definitely something you should aim for. But I'm making these videos to just freely make all of the knowledge available so that you can kind of get the same feel as if you were with the training center, or maybe you just want to make sure that you understand all of the topics covered properly, then I'm here for you. But I do want to stress there will be some changes that we will be deviating from MikroTik's course outline because I've got it open here in front of me. I've actually created this little picture and I copied and pasted exactly everything from MikroTik's site, what they expect you to know for the course outline. But the last time this was updated was in 2016, which is almost a decade ago. So that is a bit telling about some of the new features and new fun things and awesome things that MikroTik can do that is not actually covered in any of the course or outline material, which I highly encourage people to actually learn. And there might even be other things like VLANs, which is typically not covered in an MTCNA, but I'm going to also just give you a brief introduction into it later on in the series so that you can understand that, because I do believe if you're somebody that's new in the networking field, that you definitely need to understand something like VLANs. There might also be some of the new additional features like zero tier. I might cover that as well. And also how the wireless stuff works on MikroTik, because version 7 has brought so many changes to Wi-Fi that it's not even funny. But it's stuff that we need to rework. But I do want to cover quickly all of these different, I think MikroTik just calls them modules. I might call them pillars of foundational knowledge, but you will have to learn stuff like the introduction, which is briefly, if I just go over this, and this is so awesome actually and so interesting. Even though MikroTik just calls it an introduction, there's so much that you're actually learning from this introduction session, and it's supposed to be like short and sweet, where you learn a little bit about MikroTik and you learn how to access a MikroTik device. And then you get some of the more heavier things like how to do firmware upgrades, managing backup files, how the license levels works, all kinds of useful information in this beginning introduction section. And people typically try and cover this in like an hour, but I'm going to make sure that you understand everything properly. And the introduction is a good place to start. But after we cover the introduction stuff, you've got things like the DHCP, we've got bridging. Bridging is awesome, by the way. We've got our routing that we can go over. Even though the MTCNA only kind of expects you to understand that there are dynamic routing protocols, you're not really going to learn how to set up stuff like OSPF or BGP or any of those other protocols. What MikroTik wants you to understand is just that there are other routing protocols, what routing flags are, and then you're going to have to work a lot with static routing. So you are still going to need to understand how routing works, but it's not the most complex stuff that they expect from you. There's also the wireless, and here is a fairly good point. Like I mentioned, MikroTik says, hey, you need to know how 802.11a, b, g, n, ac works. But as we know, we've got one more already, namely AX. And technically we've got another one after that, but MikroTik doesn't do that yet. So you're going to have to know what AX is as well. It's just kind of the different bands that you can connect at and the different speeds and channel widths and all that funky wireless stuff. But you're going to learn a lot about the wireless concepts. You're going to learn how to set up wireless links and just how to basically monitor and secure your wireless connections. Then we will be looking at the firewall. Firewalling on MikroTik is also just as awesome. I love the firewall on MikroTik. It's so straightforward and it's so easy to understand. It's literally just understanding, hey, here's my source, there's my destination. What do I want to do with the traffic? It's so cool to see how the firewall works and functions. You'll also learn a bit about QoS. This is also a great place to just say, hey, some stuff has changed over the years. Because even though we've got PCQ, MikroTik has also added new forms of QoS, namely in the form of stuff like cake. So that I'm also going to cover, even though it's technically officially not covered in the router-ish, the MTCNA course outline. With tunnels as well, you'll see there's a lot of tunnel stuff. And with tunnels, you can typically just think of this as VPN tunneling, but not just VPNs. I mean, here we can see there's stuff about triple P. We've got IP pools that we can configure, which is essentially just like a address space that you can assign for stuff like your triple P clients, like triple PoE or L2TP clients or stuff like that. We'll learn about how to secure the local network. We'll learn about point-to-point addressing and also a little bit about the VPN stuff. But here is also where I'm going to deviate a lot because, as you guys are aware, we've got stuff like zero tier. And we've also got WireGuard, and I'm going to put a big emphasis on WireGuard because that should really be the big VPN thing that you learn in this modern age. WireGuard is so powerful and easy to set up, and it's really, really something that's just taken, I'd say, the homeland and internet world by storm. And then last but not least, we'll learn a little bit about some miscellaneous tools and items on MikroTik. So you'll learn, I mean, the stuff is listed there. You can automatically send out emails, you can do netwatch, pings, trace routes, profiler, all kinds of stuff, monitoring, and then last but not least, how to effectively just get in touch with MikroTik support to log any tickets if you have some issues so that they can help you. But this is just broadly going over all of these different topics that we will be covering in great detail in the coming weeks, or even coming months, because this is going to take me some time to create videos on all of these subjects. But since we've already got some reference material, it shouldn't be too bad. I just want to make sure that you understand this is going to be a fun and interesting journey that me and you and anybody that wants to come with us will be able to enjoy. Because what I love about MikroTik and their examination process is it's so hands-on. And how I'm going to showcase everything, I will highly encourage you to follow along with me by either finding a very cheap MikroTik. You can literally get something like this Hap Mini. You can get this for a couple of bucks off of eBay. Or you could even maybe get one of the bigger MikroTik routers or switches or something. And if money is really tight, but you do at least have access to something like a laptop or machine, then you could maybe also run a CHR on a hypervisor directly, or you could even load it up on GNS3 or even G. And the fun thing about the CHRs is they are completely free. So you load them up. The only restriction is you've got 1 megabit that you can download or upload with, but all of the core features work. So you can test everything that I'm going to showcase. You might just have some issues with the wireless setup stuff, but for that you can just follow along with the videos, or you could get one of these little MikroTik devices. Anyways, that is all that I wanted to bring to you guys' attention, is that I am going to start uploading more frequently, more videos that's going to showcase more MikroTik things. So that is just more of a news announcement, I guess, and I'm really looking forward to creating some more MikroTik content. So I can't wait to see you guys in the next video, and I hope you have a good one. Bye.